Breaking news. In the face and the heat of all that is going on, as Nigerians continue to call out and say, security, state policing is the problem, is the solution to the problem. They've carried out now another, something has happened. One Amotekun personnel has done something that is not right. And guess what? They've taken it as though people, even in the army, some army personnel at times go bizarre. We've seen army that have gone on killing people and all that. That does not say the whole of the Nigerian army is wrong. They said an Amotekun personnel has gone ahead and has, carried out some, in the heat of all that is going on, one person has died and injured another. And what the Fulanis are calling for is that they should disband Amotekun so that they can have a free course. As Akeredolu makes commitment saying that it is now time for state policing and that the federal government must ensure that state policing come to be. The Fulanis are saying Amotekun should be disbanded and that they killed one polytechnic student and this and that and that. Well, my wonderful people, this is what is happening right now. We're not saying what this Amotekun person did was right. It's not right in any way, form, or kind. However, we can tell you that, for the fact that one person has done something wrong does not mean everybody is like that. And we still reiterate that state policing is the way to go. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Amotekun outfits personnel go bizarre in Ondo, Hill Polytechnic student and one order as Nigerians look out for state policing. Fulani says Amotekun must be disbanded. Our operatives of the Ondo State Security Network, codename Amotekun, have killed one student in Owo Polytechnic. He was shot by the operative of Amotekun Corp who invaded a student area around the school last week. Sources told Sahara reporters that the deceased was rushed to the Federal Medical Center in Owo, where he later died on Thursday night. Amotekun busted their village and this guy got shot. He was taken to the FMC, that's the Federal Medical Center, but died last night, the source has told Sahara reporters on Friday. It was learned that the security operatives also killed another person in the town during the operation, but the identity of the deceased could not be ascertained at the time of the filing of this report. Amotekun source added, this set of useless Amotekun personnel carry out wicked activities and they have not done anything to protect the people. As some northerners says, the Amotekun must be disbanded and must not be allowed to carry weapons. Nigerians are asking, they should not carry weapons, but you are seeing right now what is going on. The people that are coming to Koje Correction Center are not carrying weapons. They are carrying explosives. Explosives is what they are carrying. They are carrying dangerous weapons. And you are saying, Amotekun should be disarmed and should not be allowed to carry weapons to be able to protect people. Guess what? We condemn everything that this Amotekun guy has done. We condemn it. It's wrong. Whatever he has done, however it happened, that, he did not exercise enough decorum that has led to loss of life is wrong. Okay, it's wrong. However, that is not to say Amotekun should be disbanded. You can't disband Amotekun because one person made a mistake. Okay? You can't do that. You can't do that. Okay? So this is what is happening. This is what is going on right now. This is what is happening. You see, a lot of persons and people are rather speaking and saying what has gone on is not acceptable. What is going on, shows that Amotekun are not, they don't exercise decorum. In your Nigerian army, how many exercise decorum? Guess what? By the way, disclaimer, we are not saying what the Amotekun, I mean, it was one Amotekun cub, right, that went ahead. We're not saying it's right or it's wrong because a family has just lost his son. Whatever happened, he has no right to engage in such an activity that leads to loss of life and property. That's not what we are saying. But for the fact that you guys are calling that they should disarm them and disband them for carrying weapon and that they should not be recognized or anything like that, I disagree. Because at least Amotekun may not be everything, but guess what? They've done a lot. Okay? If they were not in Ondo State, it would have been worse. Trust me. It would have been worse. And the reason why, the devastation has not been as much as you thought is because these people know that Amotekun is on ground. It was Amotekun, when the whole Owo thing happened, it was Amotekun who went ahead and, they've arrested some of the people who, in quote and unquote, allegedly, because they've not told us, they've not revealed to us, but allegedly we heard that they have apprehended the people, some of the people who came to do whatever they did in Owo. Yes? So these are very, it's a very dicey and very delicate matter, not something you just wake up one morning and say, oh, it is a silver bullet, this is where it is. Even among Nigerian army, we know what Nigerian army they do. Okay? We know what Nigerian army has been doing. So how has that led to the protection of lives and property? How? So these are the days that are upon us and why every one of us must continue, to see what we can, see how and what we can bring to the table to ensure that Nigeria becomes a place for us all. Okay? This is what is happening now. This is what is going. We can't allow this. We just can't allow it. It is terrible things that are happening. Things that are happening in this country. Okay, disclaimer, Amotekun is not supposed to do that at all. The Amotekun personnel. Remember that he's an individual, he's a person. Again, disclaimer, we are not exonerating what he has done. Don't get it twisted. That's not what we are saying. We are not excusing what he has done. If he has to be dealt with, he has to be investigated. Of course, by all means, all that should go on. People who are in authority should know that with much responsibility comes with greater responsibility comes greater punishment if anything happens. We all should know that. Okay, we all should know that. So these are some of the things that have happened in the recent days. These are some of the things that have happened. And listen, my people, that is not an excuse to say all Amotekun personnel and that they are doing nothing. Trust me, they are better than the Nigerian army or police or soldiers, whatever way you want to call them. They are better. Yes, because Nigerian police or army they've not acted like they should in the case of protection of lives and property. They've not done that. So Amotekun is better. May not be everything, but better. Leave us a comment. Bye for now.